I'm a genius, super inventor, and water connoisseur, Daniel Hancuff. Hi, thank you. Now, what is the best thing in the world? I'll stop you right there. It's water. It's pretty obvious. Water. It's magical. It's the most natural thing in the world. There's nothing more natural to it. I know. It's science, and I studied it. But to coincide with it, there's plastic. Humanity's stain on Earth. Terrible for the environment, and just doesn't feel good. And so we come to a strange conclusion of both water bottles. A bottle of water contains the best stuff on Earth, but it is shelled by the worst stuff on Earth. Now, this has held back water from just being absolutely perfect for most people who consume it. On the go, maybe you're on a run and you need some water to get your water bottle out. It's no good because this is plastic and you are littering and you are a stain on humanity. So I will teach you today the proper way to hold water in your hand the way God intended it to be, natural only. So let's take this water bottle and get the hell out of here. I can't throw this, it's solid ice. What you're going to want to do. Now, I can't hold water in here because I was legally told I'm not allowed to, or else expulsion. But imagine this is my water. Now, usually for a normal person, it would just fall on the ground, splash everywhere, and make this carpet very wet and get me in trouble. But, if you can train your mind, yes, I am being serious here, when you train your mind to realize how impure plastic is and realize how pure water is and how much it deserves to be free and in your hand, you can train your mind. You can train it to hold water. Now, let's take the water out of this bottle and let's put it in my hands. Wha-bam! Oh my God, you see this? This is water in my hand. No, this isn't CGI. This is live and coming to you right now. Water in my hand, the way God intended it to be. This isn't some party trick. This is how you're supposed to drink water. Now, what am I doing here? How am I making the water just float in midair without crashing down? It's simple. My mind has realized that the confines of a plastic bottle are taking what Mother Earth asked us to drink and staining it with capitalism and other bad things in plastic. Now, watch this. Ah. That was the water. Now it's in me. And later this evening, I will probably expel it into the ecosystem. Now, this might seem long-winded for something so simple, but it's not. So let me look at this graph. Well, bam! Look at this graph. I'll illustrate my point to you precisely so you can understand, even if your mind has been melded by Papa Plastic and his corporate entity. Now as we can see here, you have your hand. That is your hand, you fat bastard. And this is you. You dumbass. Now, you used to hold water. You do, I should say, you small-brained individual. You hold water like this. This is your water bottle with your corporate branding on. Who cares? Dasani, Arrowhead, Roaring Spring, who cares? It's all awful. Owned by Pepsi. Now, you could alleviate this anger and make yourself pretty happy. Even Fei Shanghao. And take this frown, turn it upside down, because you are going to get rid of this atrocity to nature and hold water like this. Whoa. It's incredible, right? So, let me explain what's going on here. This is your brain. I'm sorry, too big. This is your brain. Shriveled up, small, disgusting even. This is what my brain is. Sorry, this wiper is just not big enough for my brain, but you can sort of combine the two and get a brain that can hold water correctly. Just not with all the other things I'm able to do. Now the brain is filled with corruptions like sex and sex and finally business, big business. So the front end of the brain is covered in business, and you have to get rid of that. And instead, fill your brain with knowledge. You're filling your brain with knowledge. It's that simple. Now, knowledge of what? Knowledge of nature. Nature knowledge. And when you put that nature knowledge into your, here, I'll put a little treat for you. When you fill your brain with nature knowledge, okay, you are taking away the business knowledge and turning it into healthy life knowledge, really, you know? Now, finally you've made your brain big, and you can understand what I'm going for here. It's pretty simple when you think about it. Back to my diagram. Your hand, it isn't just a hand anymore. It's different, you know? It's holding the water. See, the water is filled with natural stuff and whatever. But you are putting your mystical powers of knowledge into it and using your brain to hold water. Good enough. So if I could end on a point that even a tiny brain child such as you, or even you, Miss Librarian, I am teaching you how to hold water. And I hope this hasn't gone for 10 minutes.